welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to try and attempt to make my own cash envelopes. So we've just been using these old paper envelopes since we started the cash envelope system 2 years ago. These paper envelopes are ones that I just had at home already, so we're obviously on a tight budget and I didn't want to go and buy cash envelopes, so I just used these paper ones. They worked fine for the first couple of years, but they are just starting to get to the stage now where they're all a bit tattered and torn and ready to be biffed out. So I was going to buy some cash envelopes online. I did have a look at a few Etsy shops and different places, but I couldn't find any that I liked because I want to have completely clear envelopes so that I can see the money on the inside. I just think New Zealand currency, the notes are so pretty. I love the colors on them and the pictures on them. So I kind of wanted clear envelopes so that I can actually see the money on the inside. And yeah, everywhere I looked, I could only find ones that had different colors and different patterns, and they were really pretty, but yeah, I kind of just wanted clear ones. So I thought I would try and make my own today. I don't know if it's going to work out because I've never actually done anything like this before, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. The ones I found online were pretty pricey too, just for some plastic envelopes, so this was definitely a more budget-friendly way to go. So yeah, hopefully it turns out, but yeah, let's just get straight on into it. Earlier today I went to Warehouse Stationery just to pick up all of the supplies that I needed to make my envelopes. I found these L-shaped pockets. They're clear A4 size, and I think there was 10 in this pack, and they were $8.49, so not too badly priced. And then I found some of this tape which was on clearance, and I thought they would work perfectly for what I want to make. So everything that I'm going to be using today is the L-shaped pockets that I picked up earlier, some labels, some scissors, some sticky tape, and the decorative tape that I picked up earlier. So these are what the L-shaped pockets look like once they're opened. So they're basically closed down one side and along the bottom, and then they open up along the other side and along the top. I'm just going to start by putting a $20 note in the pocket just to get an idea of the size that I want to cut out for my envelopes. So I'm just going to cut down along the side and then along the top there. And you want to make sure you're definitely cutting the sides that are open and not the sides that are closed. So I'm just going to cut that now, leaving a little bit of extra room so that it's not too tight for the money to go in. So this is what it looks like once it's cut to size, but now I have one side that is open, which I obviously need to close off because I only want my opening at the top of the envelope. So I'm just going to take some sticky tape and then tape that side off. So now that it's all closed off, I'm just going to take some of that black and white tape that I picked up, and I'm going to use this to frame a border around my envelopes. I found when taping the top part of the envelope, it was easier to cut the corners of it. That way it folded down into the envelope a lot easier. Remember when you're taping the top that you have to do both sides and fold them down into the envelope rather than taping one side and folding it all the way over. Otherwise you're going to end up closing off the top of the envelope and there'll be no opening at all. So now that the envelope is all finished, I'm just going to stick the label on. I couldn't decide where I wanted to stick it. I kind of put it all around the envelope to see what it would look like in each spot. I put the money back in to see what it would look like with the money in there. And I finally decided to put it down in the bottom corner. I think that way it's kind of not in the way and it looked best down in the bottom right corner, so that's where I ended up putting it. So there we go, that is one envelope all done. I love how it turned out. I think it's so pretty and just very functional and easy to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of the other envelopes now and then come back when they are all finished. Okay, I'm absolutely obsessed with how they turned out. I think they're so cute. I love how they're clear. because like I said at the beginning of this video, I like to be able to see the money in it. I just think the money's so pretty. Like, why would you not want to look at money? And then I ended up putting the labels down in the bottom corner. I just think they looked a little bit better than like right in the middle. I don't know, I love how they turned out. They're really easy to use as well. Like, I left a little bit of room so there wasn't like a really tight fit. So they're just slightly bigger than the notes, and they fit in my wallet perfectly. So yeah, I love how these turned out, and they were really cheap to make too. And they're just gonna last a lot better than the paper ones we had. They're obviously waterproof as well, which is decent. Apart from the label, that's not, but if that gets water on it, I can just peel it off and stick another sticker on it instead. So yeah, how pretty are these? Freaking love them. So I'm going to, these are only 4 obviously. I'm going to make up the rest of them now. And I think I'm going to go back to doing my sinking funds in cash instead. I was doing my sinking funds in cash to begin with. Then I switched over to just like bank accounts instead and done it that way. But I think I'm going to switch back to cash for our sinking funds, just because to me it visually looks better having a stack of cash building up than having the numbers go up in the bank account. It will make it a little bit harder for me to spend it if I can see it in cash than what it is in the bank account. I'm finding I'm just tempted to spend it a whole lot more with them with our sinking funds in our bank account. So yeah, I will end up with, I think, 10 of these at the end by the time I do my sinking funds in these as well. We've got a birthdays sinking fund, a medical sinking fund, and a Christmas sinking fund. So yeah, freaking love these. I'm so glad I ended up making them myself rather than just buying some random ones. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!